Hey everybody, Alan asked us to record a video, so we're going to go ahead and answer some questions about what we do at WGS, and enjoy. So, Winterion Game Studios, we started December of last year. We are a YouTube channel that features Let's Plays, critical analysis of games, reviews, challenge episodes. We're actually going to turn this into a challenge episode.
Guy just came out, and I guess I'm one of the lucky, 30% that's able to run it on their PC. So that's kind of cool. Game's everything I expected it to be. But no, just working here at WGS has been kind of like a dream come true. I've always wanted to just hang out with friends and just share what we do.
On top of being a gamer, I'm also really big into beer, frankly, especially craft brews and that kind of a deal. I'm actually studying to take the first level of Cicerone exam, which is basically a sommelier for beer. So that's kind of something I put a lot of my attention into. And lately, Cherry and I have been going to a brewery here in Virginia called Aslin, A-S-L-I-N, which is rapidly becoming one of the best breweries in the state. If you go on Beer Africa's top 250, they have 5 in the top 10.
What's good? What's going on? This is the hardest question on here. Life isn't good. Everything is terrible. No, I guess it's been so much fun doing all these games. I've never really been a console gamer, so I kind of suck at all of our challenges, but that's all right. It's still a lot of fun.
My life is pretty boring, but as some of you may know, I was recently diagnosed with not having cancer, which is pretty good. I was a little bit relieved. I don't want to die just yet. So, my dad had cancer, so it was really, really relieving to hear that I didn't have it, because now I can go on and do the events I wanted to do for fundraisers that raise money for cancer.
I'm pretty sure the day I was old enough to put myself in the chair in front of it and not fall over is the day I decided to boot up a game. I believe it was Test Drive, but it may have been Bionic Commando. We had a lot of really sub-quality pirated Commodore 64 games. Played a ton of those as a kid. Also had an Atari 2600. Didn't actually get an NES for a couple years after. I think it was 86.
Easy. 3-4 years old. My dad had a NES like this guy here. He played sports games a lot, and so my earliest memories were losing to him at Blades of Steel, Bases Loaded, Harlem Globetrotters. We had that game. That game was ridiculous. All sorts of sports games, and it wasn't until I finally beat him that I really felt like I was accomplished, because he didn't go easy on any of us, so he did it right.
My earliest video game memory would probably be, I don't know how I got this far without having a memory of it beforehand, but in the last section of Mega Man 4, that's the one where you get the charge shot people. So when you get to the Wily's castle, or actually Dr. Cossack's castle, you get to the end, you beat Dr. Cossack, and you think, yes, I finally beat the game. I'm done. I don't ever have to play this again. And then Dr. Cossack isn't the bad guy. Spoilers. So what you end up having to do then is go through another castle. Thanks, Obama.
When I was a little kid, I went to this daycare at a family friend's house, and there were a bunch of kids, but she had a son who was about 2 years older than me. And so I was 4, 5 maybe, and I don't even know what system it was on, because I was 4, and this is the only place I ever played video games. But we used to play racing games, and he was really good at them, but he would let me win sometimes.
I had a NES growing up for most of my younger childhood years, and my earliest memory is probably when I was 4 or 5 or so, and I played a lot of Crystalis, and I was sick when I was playing one night, but I kept trying to play more and more and more, and my mom gave me some cough syrup or something. So I started falling asleep while playing, and I remember putting the controller down, trying to make it upstairs, and falling asleep on the stairs. So there's still a picture of that somewhere floating around.
Favorite console is probably the SNES. That's going to be a little bit of rose-colored glasses, because it was the console right at the perfect time for me to be playing games obsessively. Favorite game? That's a trickier one. I've got a soft spot for Myst, and a lot of that comes from, that was a game I played with family, so we would all sit around the computer together and try to figure out how to get through, the Selenic Age, or how to find pages, or some of the, the weirder puzzles like the rocket ship. So that was a really important.
Favorite console has got to be PS2. I mean, I was really getting into video games in around when the PS2 came out. They had the whole, it had everything. It had, some of the greatest RPGs made. It had all the sports games that I was into. EA had the ports there, obviously. Even, great shooters like the Killzone series and stuff like that. PS2 definitely was phenomenal. Favorite game? As a whole, it has to be the Mass Effect series. Mass Effect 1 in particular, I guess. The RPG elements kind of got a little gutted once EA took over for 2 and 3. But, Mass Effect 1, you have some of the best sci-fi lore that we've ever seen, just because BioWare wrote it. They're good at what they do. And just the gameplay itself, a lot of BioWare games, you kind of have this start, stop sort of focus to it, but Mass Effect really didn't have that, and that kind of made it a little more accessible.
My favorite genre is RPG and platformer. It's actually kind of a tie, but mostly RPG. And my favorite console to that effect would be the PlayStation 1. When I was growing up, I was about 8 or 9 when the PlayStation 1 came out. So, the first game I had was Crash Bandicoot, but then the first game I played on that after that was Final Fantasy VII. And then from there, I went back out to the SNES because they still had those games at Blockbuster at the same time, which was cool. I played Final Fantasy IV, which in America was released as 2, and so I started playing a lot of those games. I picked up Final Fantasy VI from a friend. I went on to the Suikoden games, and it's really just kind of snowballed from there. And actually, to answer my favorite game, Suikoden 2 is probably one of my favorite RPGs of all time.
PC Master Race. Game, I really like the Mass Effect series. Also, I keep replaying Portal over and over again, even though the replay value is a little low. Kind of remember all the puzzles after 2 or 3 times, but it's a lot of fun. And genre, probably like the shooter RPGs.
So I'm just gonna stick with favorite game and say that in WGS I'm the obligatory blonde who loves Zelda games. All of the Zelda games. So yeah, that's it.
I'm not a big collector per se, but since I do run the studio, we try to have as many different games, consoles as possible. I've got stuff ranging from Odyssey 2, VCS, kind of the late 70s, early 80s era games, all the way to the new stuff, PS4. And
I don't have the attention span to collect. Like even games with collection mechanics, like Banjo-Kazooie, stuff like that. I'll look at that and be like, "You want me to collect how many notes?" No. So I collect the salty tears of my enemies.
Pokemon and Pokemon Go. That's about the only thing I collect. I'm not a big collector.
About the bodies.
No.
Yes.
Okay,
Not yet.
so I collect memories because I'm broke.
Oh,
That's what
I would be lying if I said it was anything other than my thesis work. So for those who know, I'm a graduate student at George Mason University, working on a master's in game design. And a lot of that comes through my study of games and opera. So inevitably, the opera scene in Final Fantasy VI kind of falls into a huge video game moment for me.
If you're going to in-game moments, probably Mass Effect 1, when you first ran into the Citadel. Just because you have everything going right there. You've heard talk of the Citadel, you want to see like the peak of like the different civilizations working together for a common ground. It's the seat of the inter-species, inter-community sort of government. And so just you have the Citadel just poking out of the clouds or whatever in space. With the orchestra just rising to that peak as you see the Citadel was just huge.
Moments would be in Suikoden 2, as I've been talking about incessantly throughout this recording. It's when about the halfway point of the game when there's this big evil prince that's built up to be kind of, well, like the ultimate evil in the land. Like there's just no reasoning with him. You can't talk him down. There's no politic behind his action. He just wants to destroy and expand for the hell of it. It's all he wants. So, and And surprisingly, he's not the final boss of the game. So when you fight him, it absolutely feels like it is, because you have Suikoden's a 6-person combat team per random battle. So you have 3 teams of 6. For roleplay, there's like 4 teams of archers that blast arrows into him. People run him over, and eventually he limps off, and your main hero has to duel him. And when you beat him, the bastard still talks on for 5 minutes before he actually dies. So it was really surreal, to younger me, to find this villain, this character that was so hard to kill, because he was just driven by how much he wanted to destroy. Luca Blightman.
Probably one of my best friends in high school had like 6 computers set up in his house because his dad does some sort of data analysis thing. But we used to use them all the time to have LAN parties, and we played the Halo 1 multiplayer. And he was sniping all of us and killing us over and over again. So I got in a Ghost, went into the building he was in, drove the Ghost up all the staircases all around the building, and then shot him from behind.
Okay, so this one's pretty tough because everyone knows the feeling of when you first start playing your first MMO, and every time you go back to that MMO, you want that feeling back, like that nostalgia, but it's like so special. That's my honorable mention, yeah. But my favorite has to be when I finally got through Zelda 2. It took me a full year to finally get through it. I remember when I was fighting the second to last boss, Thunderbird. It took me 2 hours to finish that fight, and I was so relieved. I was like crying at the end. I wasn't 5, I was like 23. But yeah, so I had so much adrenaline after that fight that I went to fight Dark Link and beat him on the first try without doing the juke. I didn't even know that was a thing until last year. So I went back and tried that too, and it was pretty easy.
I'll say player. I do have a fair number of games, so it's not that I don't collect them necessarily, but it's not a passion. It's not something I do. I would say top to bottom, we may have 1,000 games here at the studio across 20 odd systems.
So you were playing a lot of games. You're kind of collecting those, I guess. Mostly player, but I guess collector. I've got a lot of games in my Steam backlog, so I guess that counts. I'm not going to be playing those anytime soon.
Both. I'll say both. I actually do make a concerted effort to find, especially all of the PlayStation 1 RPGs. Now, I've picked up a few SNES ones as well, but most of the ones I want at this point were never released in America. Thanks, Enix. So I do collect PS1 RPGs. I've only got about 35 of them right now. The ones that were released in North America, because I don't mod my systems because I'm a dweeb. And player,
yeah, I don't collect anything.
If we're talking about auction houses and MMOs, I'll have to say that I collect the money and I am a player of it. Drop the mic.
As part of the deal, we are supposed to play this. This is 1943. The fine people at Capcom produced this.
In 1943, our main fleet and the enemy's mobile unit have begun an intense battle off the coast of Valhalla Island. I mean,
It's almost as bad as Tactics, with like the one letter at a time.
very little money.
1943. Start getting as old as we are. Alright.
I don't know about that.
Let's see. I'm gonna go 1 point in offensive, 1 point in special, and a point in special every time.
So you basically you choose how to build your plane.
Yeah. Yeah, you use the B button to pick everything. A is like a lightning special attack.
We should note here that we're actually doing a one life challenge. Our challenge level is pretty much all like that anyways.
Yep, high score wins.
Can you hold down the fire button?
No. Actually, later on, you'll need to use your charge of attack button. Yeah, like that.
Oh,
So,
Don't get that far.
but for a lot of these guys, they're all one hit.
Ooh, get the croissant! Oh, no, it's a hard no. It was a croissant for a moment. Look,
So you're right. So
it's totally a
the
croissant.
grenade gives you the spread shot?
Yeah, I actually don't like the circle shot as much as this one. So,
Is that what the croissant is?
yeah, so you shoot it to determine like what special weapon you want to hit.
Oh!
I would have died right there.
Now we know. Plan ahead.
Right, yeah.
I'm not gonna remember. I'm gonna go right that happened.
Yeah, my scouting history.
Yep.
Pretty much.
But it doesn't really matter.
We're all engaging in pro strat mode. We're figuring out how to do this.
This is how we roll. We have you explain everything for us. You have to test it out for us first.
Like board games.
Yeah, right. Shoot. Oh. The other nice thing about this shot, this spread, or whatever you call this, is it's good at finding hidden items. So,
What's that thing?
it's like there, right here. There's a hidden. I think that one's ammo.
Is that a line?
Yeah, so it's a 58.
Oh,
It's like a
nice.
barrel of ammo.
So if you run out of ammo, you go back to the standard
The bait,
shot?
yeah.
Okay.
So when the W on the bottom left runs out, you go back to your normal shot. When the E on the right gets down to 1, that's when a hit will kill you. Prior to that, yeah, so that's where the charge shot helps when you run into those.
Big lines of friends.
Yeah.
Oh,
I got
oh.
So,
You got a hit. You scrub now.
yep.
So what item would you have to pick up to get more health?
Ow.
Oh.
Yeah, ow. So when you first kill like the red enemies, ow.
Hey.
Burger.
Oh, cow is a cow. Like, there was a 4 and that's
No,
their
there's
health.
the power. There's this power.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Alright, this
Also
means
counts.
Cow. I'd be slowly lose health over time, too.
yeah, it's you're always perpetually losing health.
Commander, how do I recover energy? How you always do it, soldier. Find a cow floating on an aircraft carrier somewhere in the Pacific.
Sounds alright.
It's a word.
It's not dead.
It's a boss.
Yeah, so that's level 1.
Okay.
Well, nice.
And then you get bonus points based on how much energy you have left.
Mission 1 failed. Sink a ship. Charged engine counts.
And then I think the R's are the, when you hit A, it does the lightning things like screen clear.
Okay. I think this game has those.
Yeah.
So
Oh, I mean,
far-
the first level's a lot easier.
Yeah, it seems like so far you don't really need them.
Right.
Oh wow, you get a lot of points.
Hey.
Maybe there's a little cheery.
Yeah.
The music is not bad.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, okay.
Alright.
So I think this is the first level where you'll have the opportunity to actually gain power-ups to your stats that we did at the beginning.
Okay. I was wondering if those would ever increase throughout the game.
Yeah, so there are hidden items for those too. I don't remember exactly where, but that's the beauty of spread shot. I don't have to remember. But somewhere around here.
It's actually kind of interesting, like the way this game plays in particular. It's like how it's like a shmup, like a mobile shmup version of Galaga.
Yeah.
Just in the way the enemies come in, they're a lot more uniform. Like you play a lot of like the Japanese shmups, or like the modern Japanese shmups, and it's like there's just a whole bunch of stuff that is thrown on the screen, seemingly at random. I know it has fixed locations, but it just seems sort of more chaotic and hectic.
It
Yeah.
also seems to be like they try to crash.
True.
Yeah, the other thing is, remember, there's only so much they can render on the screen once you build your stuff.
Yeah.
There it is. Okay, I see the mountain. Grab that.
What is happening?
Alright, so
Oh wow.
I'll go offense 3.
Oh, okay. Right.
There we go.
It's getting real.
Yeah, so those are what the light upgrade. Visual compact surface versus.
So if you land your ship on a mountain, you level up.
Yes.
I like
He's
it.
skilled man.
I'm not disagreeing.
See, this is more like.
This sounds like war with Russia.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming your ammo looks like it's going down every second, like the
Yeah, it doesn't matter how.
Okay, so you can still
Yep.
Yeah, like, I really suck at this. How much you spam?
Barrel.
This game reminds me of the South Park episode of the Catholic Church and the priest like doing pinball. Oh, alligators!
Bartle.
Oh, wow, this has got a lot going on.
Yep.
The game has begun!
Thank goodness for spread shot, right?
Yeah. No, I'm not saying it trivializes this encounter, but it trivializes this encounter.
Boom.
How should you do the little backflip?
That's automatic.
Okay. Your pilot just can't control this little show off.
Yeah, he's too excited. Uh-oh, down
Oh
to
no, 18 health.
18 health and 7.
Oh, you get more.
Yeah, you get a
Alright.
partial. It's like Marvel Madness, you get a partial refill.
Okay.
But my gun is down to 7 seconds, so I'm gonna have to.
Your target is Ayako the first.
Yes, this is the first time if I can make it there, I'll be fighting a plane instead of a boat again.
Oh.
Much harder, I think.
Little Red Baron action.
Well, actually, it's like a giant super bomber.
Oh. That's less exciting, but still kind of cool.
Yeah.
I was thinking more dogfight, less tactical strike.
How many times have you played this game?
I actually own this one as a kid.
Okay.
There you go.
He says that about every game we play
I
together.
know.
That's because I usually do.
Terrible.
Like, I don't know how to break this to you guys, but I was a big NES fan.
I mean, you live pretty close to me, so sometimes I'll peek through the window to see you practicing this thing live.
Hey,
Did you know about that one?
no, I almost skipped it too.
Sweet.
Don't go energy level now.
Remember these spots, guys.
Dang. Oh, that's pretty good. That was the 87.
It's set her up.
All I know is that, so we're America, right?
Yeah, you're flying a P-51 Mustang, and those are Japanese Zeros.
We're winning, therefore we're America.
All I know is that the JAF needs to get their stuff together here because one dude is going in and wrecking their entire airfield.
Yeah.
This is not going well for Hirohito.
Yeah, they start taking more interesting patterns here too, so it becomes more and more important to clear them early.
Hey guys, maybe we shouldn't all fall into combat in the same formation every time. You keep shooting us down.
This big play looks like it tickles when you shoot him.
Stop!
Ooh!
Airplane.
Sun's airplane. Oh, whoa,
Oh,
whoa!
God.
It's getting real.
I'm so happy to this car.
Whoa.
I gotta make it this one.
There is quite a lot happening. Oh, I saw you. Elephant.
Elephants!
Stealthants.
The Stealthants.
I'm pretty sure eating elephant
Got
probably
I don't know besides elephants.
Oh, I got it.
I know, it's the Final Fantasy Mystic Quest rule. The more damage they look, the better you're doing.
Yep.
And that should show us how damage they look.
Ah, got him. Take that bomber.
Suck it, Ayako the first.
You remembered the name.
I did.
I totally. Ooh, that is sweet looking.
Shoot down! Destructive raid!
It's only 90% destructive rate.
It looks like the background for a sweet
It
punk
does.
rock poster for a
April 30th at the Spectrum. Kikuchi.
Kikuchi.
Oh, were we all planning on playing this? I'm pretty sure this might just be going for like an hour.
I'm sorry.
Die!
I promise I'll only send Alan the highlights.
This is the meaty part of the content right here.
Like, if you want to see someone actually succeed at this game, here you go!
That is
Fast forward to the 35-minute mark to see me.
Actually, don't know how. Oh, hello.
Oh! You got the bros! Gentlemen, fall in.
the entourage.
Oh, now I have
Literally
double
wingman.
laser shoot. Sweet.
And a lot easier to get than the Yard of Galaga.
Wingman took a hit.
This
Yeah.
music sounds kind of Mega
It
Man.
does have this code.
Yeah.
Oh, fair enough.
Yep.
Fair enough.
actually don't know the composer's name offhand.
Oh, we eventually reviewed the game, I'm sure.
That is true. That is exactly what reviews are for.
That's why we have these.
Oh, double lasers, sweet looking. Alright, Secrets, where are you hiding?
It's like normal laser.
You love yourself. Chips.
Just gonna get wrecked. Please walk into my laser.
Actually, those slope behind like things are kind of a pain.
Dude, I'm fired
Thanks,
yet.
sweet.
I was imagining some poor sap on these
there's
islands,
one.
and just like I had 1 cow to my name.
Alright. Yeah, it did take down. Let's increase my special weapons.
This is kind of unfair, man.
Oh, there they go. Bye.
Later.
Attack.
Later, bro.
Oh, they're back.
So I guess I'm fighting a ship this time.
Probably. This one didn't have a really good roll.
Ow. Ooh, actually, I didn't even myself down. Yeah, I'm gonna need gun here.
You don't need
Or
that.
not.
Press and roll.
There we go. My gun timer hit 11.
Ah.
I'm guessing your little planes don't have escape boxes.
Yeah, I don't know.
That would be kind of awesome.
Yeah, there we go.
I don't really have to, because, like, they're not really doing a whole lot until you charge up your weapon.
It's true. Whoa.
Big ship.
Holy plane stick.
This just reminds me of,
Slow it down.
like, Contra shooting the different parts of it.
Oh, good
yeah.
pull. Yeah, it does.
Or the fridge that helps too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, like I said, the spread shot is so much better than the other shots in this game. I couldn't imagine anything else.
We're at this is kind of like bullet territory. We're not at bullet hell.
Oh no. This is much friendlier.
I mean, and you're wrecking their navy at the same time, all by
Heck
yourself.
yeah.
Could you imagine, like, the Japanese, if this was a real thing, it's like, here, we're gonna need you to serve unconditionally. You cannot disgrace us! Like, we got this guy who is better than both your army and navy, or your air force and navy put together.
We were going to use the atomic bomb, but
Meanwhile, some foot soldiers looking on like, yeah, that's why we joined the army.
So how much more of this do we actually beat the game?
you know, I'm not sure.
It's still 19.
And I say that quite genuinely. I'm not sure.
I don't know, I was watching, when you brought up the
Oh,
death
no!
row,
You got it.
My
Yeah.
buttons! Aww.
no more double it. But then when you brought up the no death run video earlier, it was like an hour long.
That's true, yeah, it was.
Or like an hour and change, like hour 15.
Yeah.
Assuming you do make it to the end, we're gonna be here a while.
Ow.
At least we'll only take like 15 seconds.
Right?
Yeah, like I thought it would be the first level, so that'll be quick.
This is gonna be longer than all the rest of us
This would be a
combined.
multi-part episode, isn't it? I didn't even think about it when we started this. I got 15 health.
That's not bad.
I'm actually not sure what a lot of these do, so I'm kind of like watching what happens to the numbers on the bottom after I grab them.
I did it soundtrack though.
Yes. Yeah, there's only a few tracks, but I like them all.
No, they can't all be serious.
Whoa.
Alright,
The poor plane's behind.
Still
Don't let him
on
get
this
that.
tower.
Oh, crap.
Oh, jeez, Gil, why'd you bet the company payroll?
Boat again. Alright, so it's gone boat, plane, boat. Starting to see that.
Oh, where's the bonus stage?
Could be any. Could be a boat. Yeah, I don't remember bonus stages in this game.
That's going back to like reading it with Galaga.
Oops.
I mean, what could be possibly more satisfying than getting down?
Serving your country. The proud soldier.
Ah.
It's getting real now.
Yeah.
Stay on target.
Oh, boss.
I believe, man.
Uh-oh. That sound means I'm running low on health.
That's good. That went real fast.
That'll put your guy in sound. It's
Right?
it's like the Sonic the Hedgehog, your ground music.
Here's a question for you guys. Has there ever been like a you're low on health noise or song or anything like that that wasn't just annoying as all get out?
Oh,
Sonic the Hedgehog's
Gosh.
running is terrifying looking for him.
Right.
yeah.
The beeping in all the old Zelda games.
Alright. So I had 3, 2, 1.
Do you die here? Oh, that's right. You get the your
Yeah,
health,
it's when you're at 1 health. It's once you get hit, then you.
So you're gonna get like healed up here.
See, patient.
Yeah,
With a Fable 2.
but I'll get whatever the minimum is. 46.
46.
Oh, charge energy 46 count.
Yeah,
So it's yeah.
Richard, what Fable 2? Your health is running low. Do you have any food? Shut up, I know!
I don't know, like a Hearthstone. Your health is low. Head to a healing fountain. Restore your health.
Heroes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Bring it.
Uh-oh. I'm out of.
No.
No. Oh boy.
Now I have to spam.
Rip in peace, your thumb.
Yep.
Get back.
Oh.
Now it's just script.
Alright. Back in it.
So there was a third one. What does that one do?
I'm not sure.
Aren't
I don't
you just
remember it.
out for us?
Because he wants the high score.
Yeah. Oh, he's already. He's beaten all of us. Now he's going through the list. If you
He's
weren't
on the list.
listed, if you had the high score, we'll try and.
Let's actually say, I think
What was the high score list?
I think the high score as of us recording
Oh,
this.
that'd be fun.
Uh-oh.
The high score has a much recording year like W right now.
Yeah. Oh, there it is. Oh,
Machine guns!
not sure if I like that.
Just like swipe side to side and just cover the whole screen. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I don't think it's
No, it doesn't matter. Unless you find some cow, you're done.
As long as I don't get hit. Oh,